everybody, this is Rabbit's blog, and this is a comic book discussion special. Today's comic book discussion is going to be on Empire Magazine's 25 covers for the X-Men Days of Future Past movie. Empire Magazine had recently released 25 covers that had 25 characters from the movie X-Men Days of Future Past, and I wanted to give my opinion on each and every one of these covers. So here are my opinions. So the first cover we have is the Sentinel, and I think this is the Sentinel from the 70s, so the past Sentinel. It looks really good actually. It looks pretty futuristic, I think. I mean, for the 1970s, I would have thought it looked a little more retro, but it looks pretty good. It almost looks like the Sentinel from the comics. It's just, again, it's more futuristic than the one in the comics, and you can see the person still working on the Sentinel. And that's pretty impressive. So I do like this Sentinel cover. The next cover is of Havoc, Cyclops' younger brother, or I assume. If we look at X-Men Days of Future, if we look at X-Men First Class, it's kind of a little different story there. But anyway, this is Havoc, and apparently he's wearing civilian clothes, I think. He's not wearing his iconic costume yet, but you can see the power waves around the middle half of his chest where his powers come from, so I do like that effect. It'd be interesting to see what Havoc's going to be doing in this film, so I'm glad to see him back from First Class, because I did like him in X-Men First Class, even though I wish he got more roles, so hopefully he gets a bigger role in this movie. Then the third cover is of Toad, and I'm actually quite surprised that Toad is even in this film, because I think I saw him, the last I saw of Toad was in the first film, but I'm surprised he's back in this film, so it'd be interesting to see what Toad would be doing, or what kind of role Toad would be having in this movie. As for the goggles, I will admit, it looks a little odd for me because I never seen Toad with goggles. I would have expected to see him have green skin like he occasionally has in the comics, I think. Well, it depends what comics I was reading, but as for the goggles, it looks a little again odd because I'm not used to seeing Toad wear goggles, but we'll see when the movie comes out how that's gonna make him look in the movie. The next photo is of William Stryker, which is pretty impressive. I like the fact that they're bringing back William Stryker from the second X-Men movie and X-Men Origins Wolverine, if they're even considering that canon at this point. X-Men Origins Wolverine. But it's great to see a younger William Stryker. And it'd be interesting to see what kind of role he would play in this movie, whether he's going to help build the Sentinels or not. That would be interesting to see. I like his military uniform, so we know he's in the military at this point, which is pretty impressive. So I can't wait to see what his role would be in this movie. And this photo is of Bolivar Trask, the one who created the Sentinels. I think Peter Dinklage, who's playing this role, looks fantastic. I like the suit he's wearing. I can't wait to see what kind of role Bolivar Trask is going to play in this movie, and see how Peter Dinklage is able to play this role. But he looks fantastic in this cover. Oh, this cover is beautiful. This cover is of Mystique. Jennifer Lawrence playing Mystique. It looks awesome. You have Mystique being covered in the blue makeup, and I really like this stance, so I can't wait to see what kind of role Mystique is going to have in this movie. This covers of Beast. I'm assuming this is the older Beast, or the younger Beast from at least the 70s, or X-Men First Class. And he's pretty much in his civilian clothes. I'm not sure if the X-Men disbanded in First Class or not, but so far we saw Beast in his civilian clothes. It looks pretty interesting, and the makeup looks pretty good. I like that stance he's doing, so I like to see what kind of role Beast is going to have in this film. And this one is a photo of Quicksilver. I'm actually surprised Quicksilver is even in this movie. When I heard that Joss Whedon was going to use Quicksilver in Avengers, I was like, well, how is Quicksilver going to show up in Joss Whedon's Avengers and then show up in X-Men Days of Future Past when Fox and Marvel can't deal with the rights with Quicksilver? Anyway, for this costume, I do like the silver hair on Quicksilver. But I will admit, when I first saw this cover, I actually thought that was a woman in this pose. I didn't think it was Quicksilver the first time, but then as for that silver jacket, I was like, Hmm. Well, we'll see with that. I mean, I kind of used to Quicksilver's green costume, but we'll see how this costume goes. I know a lot of fans hated this outfit. I will admit this outfit is a little odd for him, especially for Quicksilver. But we'll see how it goes. Oh, I love this photo. This is of Magneto. Michael Fassbender is playing as Magneto. I love Michael Fassbender's performance of Magneto First Class. So I can't wait to see what more destruction he's going to cause in this movie. And I love his outfit. He's in his classic purple outfit from the comics. So it'd be interesting to see what Magneto's going to do in this film. Oh, the next photo is of Professor X, a younger version of him, played by James McAvoy. So I definitely can't wait to see. Well, I will admit this first. Why is Professor Xavier standing? I remember in X-Men First Class, he was paralyzed when he got shot in the back. So why is he standing all of a sudden? Maybe the movie would somehow explain this. I hope they would, because this is confusing. But I think this cover looks pretty fantastic. I like that he's trying to do telepathy in this photo, so it'd be interesting to see what Professor Xavier will be doing in this movie, or his younger version. And this is Wolverine. Apparently he has the bone claws in this photo, which is kind of odd. I guess because I haven't seen the Wolverine movie yet, but I find it kind of odd he has bone claws. So it'd be interesting to see what he's gonna do with those bone claws, or what kind of role he's gonna play in the past. Because we know he's going to be the one who's going to travel back from the future to the past. So it'd be interesting to see what he's going to do to help the X-Men in the past. This is interesting. This is the cover of Bryan Singer, the director of the film, and this is like the first time I ever seen a director have their own cover among other actors and actresses within a movie. So this is really interesting. I like the pose he's taking. Sitting in front of the White House. So this is a great pose for the director of the film. And now we're getting into the future segments, and this is future Wolverine. Now he's got the adamantium claws, and it looks like he has gray hair in his hair, which I'm trying to figure out, how many years did pass in the future. But I really like this outfit he's in, dressed all in black, so you can see that the future is a bad time for the X-Men. So I really like this outfit. I like the adamantium claws. So I definitely can't wait to see what Wolverine's going to do in this movie. This is a photo of the older Professor Xavier from the future. I like the fact that he's in a hover wheelchair. It's played by Patrick Stewart. So I really like this image, and I can't wait to see what kind of role Patrick Stewart will be having in this film. But I really love Patrick Stewart playing Professor Xavier, so this is a great cover for him. The next cover is of Magneto, and this is the older Magneto, played by Ian McKellen. I definitely can't wait to see what he's gonna do in this film. Also, is he gonna be working with Professor Xavier in the future, or what? It'd be interesting to see what's gonna happen. But I really love this photo. He's also dressed in black, and I really like the fact that everybody's possibly dressed in black in for the future because of how bad things are going with them. So it'll be interesting to see what his role will be in this movie. This is a cover of Storm. I really like this cover. Even though I'm wondering, why does Storm have short hair? I'm so used to seeing Storm either with a mohawk or a long hair, but it looks okay for here, and I do feel like her cloak should be a little longer, but at least she's wearing a cloak this time around. So I like the fact that Storm is actually wearing a cloak this time around. But I think this cover looks really fantastic. Now this one surprises me. This is a cover of Rogue, and the reason why it surprises me because I heard a lot of rumors that she was cut out of the film, and so I'm wondering if they're considering putting her back in the film or what. I'm not sure what's going on here, but I do like this cover. She's obviously the only one not dressed in black, and be interesting to see what her role in this movie would be if she's back in the film. I'm not sure whether or not they're thinking about putting her back in the film or not. This is an image of Warpath. I haven't read much about Warpath in the comics, but I think this is a great look for him, especially with the black mask over his eyes. I really like that, and the little daggers he has and the stance he has, that looks really great for Warpath. And this is an image of Kitty Pryde. I actually like the fact that she's looking up in the sky. It's like she's hoping that things would get better or something like that. I also like the fact that she's dressed in black. That's a really epic picture of her. I can see why a lot of fans were upset that she wasn't the main character in this film. I honestly would love for Kitty Pryde to be the one who traveled in time like she did in the comics. But I guess from a business point of view, I can kind of understand why she's not the one traveling time, since she wasn't born at the time First Class came out. So, well, when First Class was around, so, and only Wolverine was the only one who was in the First Class movie, so, you know, it made a lot of sense to have Wolverine being a time traveler than have Kitty Pryde, who was not born at that point. But again, this was a great cover of Kitty Pryde, and I really love it. This is a cover of Sunspot. I read a couple comics here and there about Sunspot, but I really like this image. It has him actually taking the heat energy in his hand and, you know, being in an epic stance. I really like that, so I like to see what his role in this film would be like too. This is an image of Blink. I haven't read many comics with Blink in it, but I do like the fact that she has pink hair and green eyes, and you can see her kind of teleporting a bit on the other side. I really like that. So I like to see what kind of role she's going to play in this film also. Oh, I love this image. This is of Iceman with a beard. I love the fact that Iceman got a beard on him because it just makes him look so epic. I like the fact that he's shooting out the ice storm. He's shooting out his ice power. So I can't wait to see what kind of role Iceman's going to play in this film. Oh, this is a Bishop. I love the red eyes. I love the red outfit. This is an epic photo for Bishop. I don't read many comics with Bishop, but I really like this image of him, especially the red eyes and the red costume. It really makes him look epic, and I can't wait to see what kind of role he's going to have in the film. And this one's of Colossus. I am so happy Colossus is in this film because I love Colossus. He's one of my favorite X-Men characters. I think this look is really epic for him. His face is like all turned to steel, and I like that pose he's taking. So I'm so glad Colossus is going to be in this film. I wonder what kind of role he's going to have. But I hope he has a bigger role in this film than he did in the previous films. But this is a great cover for him. And last but not least, the Future Sentinel. Okay, about this one. I guess I prefer, you know, I mentioned in the first Sentinel picture, I think the first one looked too futuristic and that would have fit better for the future. But, this one's like, it looks like, Venom, the roboticized version of Venom. That's what it looks like to me. So, I'm not sure how this Sentinel is gonna work, but we'll see. I mean, he looks scary enough. I like the fact that the Sentinel looks scary, but still, you know. So we'll see how this is going to do in the films. If he's going to look epic, if it's going to look epic enough. Well, that's all the 25 covers of the Empire magazine for X-Men Days of Future Past. And tell me what your opinions on these covers are. And are you going to look at X-Men Days of Future Past? Be sure to follow me on Twitter so I can keep you updated on any new videos I post up. And if there's any comic book discussions you wish for me to discuss, please feel free to comment below and I'll see what I can do about it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is Rabbit's Blog, and I'll see you later.